Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with J.K. blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
Play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. This time Jackson will throw it. And that.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on. Play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And boy, that one drops in. Action sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. That one complete to Hill. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Steps away to his left. And he's to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Makes the score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that play, Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. 3rd down here.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. This one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points.
And he will for a Giant touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to just
see if they can disrupt it here. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Down. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. Back to the quarterback.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Ravens.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other, positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line and enemy... On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They're going to get a brief pause in the action for an injured player, and I believe, yes, that is J.K. Dobbins. He's down after that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Giants 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get? He's got 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Jones.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers, it's not as much about is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Matabike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's to panic, but that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Down, here's Jackson. And that is complete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
To Kenny Galladay.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Jones on 1st down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Pass complete to number 88.
Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 24, Ravens 17. Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson will throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Pick up a 4, and it'll give the Ravens a first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Jackson on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free before who was able to get it.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24-all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Gain of 46 yards on the
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now Jackson.
At the 38-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
49's the light. Watch 49. Come on,
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, he's going to look. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,